Hi everybody, I'm Daljit Dhaliwal in New York and welcome to Money Matters. Now we all know how difficult it can be buying for dads, and that's why we've brought in Hallmark magazine editor Amy Palanjian to give us some pointers and some inspiration so that you don't end up buying another tie and adding that to dad's collection. Hi Amy.
Hello.
So before we dive into these gift ideas, I know that you've brought some stuff along with you. Tell us, how did you find these particular products and how did you come up with these ideas?
You know, I was really thinking about types of fathers because, as you said, so many dads have gotten too many ties, and so the Hallmark magazine, we sort of came together and thought about what dads would really like to get. So we were trying to be very specific with who we were thinking about when we thought about these presents.
So did you do like a sort of a straw poll of dads? I mean, did they kind of like give you an idea of their sort of top 5, top 10 products that they would like to get, and they didn't have ties and socks on that list, I take it?
We sort of went around the room and thought about our own fathers and thought about the types that they are, whether, you know, they like sports or they like cooking or if they're really into food. So that was sort of how we did it. We did a little bit of an informal poll in our office.
Okay, so let's see the stuff. Now, for the well-groomed dad, I understand that you have a botanical based skincare kit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Palanjian Organics is a really great brand. We have 2 products from them. One is a facial cleanser, and it's $25. It's really soothing and balancing, which is great for warm weather. And then there is a shower gel, which is concentrated so it lasts longer. It's also preservative-free, and the scent is really great. It's, you know, it's manly but not too manly, so if you know, you can steal some from your father or from your husband if it's in the shower.
Is it easy to get dads to sort of moisturize their skin? Do most guys above the age of, I don't know, one hates to be sexist about these things, above the age of, I don't know, 45 to 50, do that? You
know, I've found with my brother and my own father that if you give them things that are very tailored to them and in scents that sort of speak to them, like this, one of these scents is Canadian pine, so it smells a little bit outdoorsy, that they can sort of embrace that as something that's very special for them.
Right, so it's still kind of masculine, right? Mm-hmm. Now, and the weather, of course, is getting wonderful outside. It's beautiful and sunny, so what would you recommend for the outdoorsy dad?
We have 2 ideas. One is a jacket from Outdoor Research. It's the Revel jacket, and has stretchy fabric and it's breathable. It's really easy to pack into a day pack, so if your dad likes to hike, it's perfect to take along.
And for the dad that, say, for instance, can't live without exercising, what are his options?
We have a watch from Timex. It's one of their Ironman models, and it is a new version that it keeps track of workouts, and so you can see your best and your average times. And it also comes in some really great colors, and it's sleek enough to wear to the office.
Okay, and what about for the office junkie dad? I mean, this one you might not think of for a dad, right?
Well, we have some bonsai plants like this one here. They're from proflowers.com, and they're great because they're really low maintenance, but it also, you know, so many people work too many hours, especially in the summer, and this brings a little bit of the outside in.
How much care does a bonsai tree need these days anyway?
You know, the care instructions for these are very minimal. They prefer to be near sunlight, so if you have a window, that's probably best, but they don't need to be watered that often, which is really great because it's easy to forget.
Right, and we all know that guys love their gadgets. I mean, what do you have for the gadget-loving dad?
We have a new digital camcorder from Canon it's tiny, it's 3 inches wide, it records direct to DVD, and you can record up to 60 minutes of continuous playback. And it's really great. It has a longer battery life than many other models.
And I want to just ask you sort of overall, I mean, why do people tend to kind of feel that it is very hard sort of shopping for a dad? Is it because we have these kind of expectations that dads don't like stuff or they don't need much as perhaps, you know, you perhaps put more thought into shopping for a mother than you do for a father? I mean, is that something that came up during this conversation that you were having in your office?
A little bit, and I think it's probably also because women shopping is sort of a hobby, and so we're all very familiar with the likes of our friends and family if they're female, but we don't often go shopping with the men in our lives. So it takes a little bit more thought in terms of what they would really like to receive, so that can make it more intimidating.
And I guess it sort of takes the guesswork out for them, because perhaps a lot of guys still don't like to go shopping.
Right.
Again,
so
that's a generalization, but
exactly.
I'm sure there's some truth in it.
Yeah, and if you can really get something that they'll like, they'll be that much more appreciative that they won't have to go out and get it themselves.
All right, Amy Palanjian from Hallmark Magazine, thank you very much for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
And for more information and other gift ideas, check out Hallmark Magazine on newsstands now. And that is it for Money Matters, but you can find out more in the way of business news at abcnews.com. I'm Daljit Dhaliwal in New York. Thanks for watching.